They're throwing the towel. I'm not really surprised, to be honest with you. I'm not surprised at all. My bad if I'm yelling.
European welterweight championship in some style. That was a ruthless finish.
Caught Josh, I think, with a shot just around the temple ear kind of thing. Once again, we've seen Pricey, myself, you know, Josh.
Cussing out. Oh, shit.
With them type of shots, we talked about shots earlier.
All right, let's mute it. Talk about it.
You just can't get your balance. Your brain.
6th round knockout by David Avanesyan. You know what? What's the first fight I saw TKO? What's the first fight I saw him cover? I mean, I covered of his. Shane Mosley. He retired Shane Mosley. Fort Lamont Peterson lost. I covered both of those fights. Fort Kavalauskas covered that fight. Got stopped. Got the big upsets, 2 big upsets versus, remember Kerman, and I forgot to pronounce his name, and I covered his fights in the past too. Kerman Kerman, remember them 2 fights? And basically he's got a nice little knockout streak since then. But going back to Josh Kelly, I was never really high on him, you know? I know Eddie they called him something else. I know Eddie Hearn is having some issues right now because he's seeing his fighters get like real smashed up. You know? I forgot. Did he win the Ray Robinson fight? I believe that way. Ray Robinson won that fight, didn't he? But they gave it a draw. And also, why is it so hard? My bad. Am I screaming? Am I yelling at you guys? Now it's coming through real loud. I turned the gain up. I was having some issues in my past videos with people not hearing me over there. And they put out the oxygen for him. You know, I just don't see him with the goods. Josh Kelly, especially when you match him up against the top tier talent in the 47-pound division. Earl Spence, Unified WBC, IBF, Terrence Crawford, WBO. Yordenis Ugas now elevated to Super World Champion after Pacquiao has been elevated to champion in recess. You have Jamal James, you know, the interim bullshit champion. Virgil Ortiz, the WBA bullshit gold. No disrespect to the fighters. You got Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, you know, Danny Garcia, of course, Virgil Ortiz, as we talked about. Like, where does he hang? I didn't see Josh Kelly being able to compete with these guys. By the way, I'm looking forward to Errol Spence versus Yordenis Ugas if it happens. You know, but I'll be cool if they do Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman either. But Keith Thurman's probably going to want some type of comeback tune-up fight. I don't see him coming straight back and fighting, you know, Errol Spence, even though he did fight Danny Garcia and Sean Porter back-to-back. Up here are the particulars. Let's turn it up.
And you know, once it goes, it's like it seems the end
Please
of the
subscribe.
world. You can't
like the
pick
video.
yourself back up from
History
this.
controversy.
You know, there's plenty of, you know, history shows that you can. But what I will say is that, you know, he was the top runner at this weight division in our country, and now the momentum seems to be swinging with Conor Ben.
Well, this is how it all unraveled. Absolutely sharp and fast, and that was that combination that sent him to the floor, and he was in serious distress.
Throw the towel
this is one of the worst fighters in the world to be in trouble against, because Avanesyan will not let you off the hook.
That's still shot on the first one.
Clinical finish.
He
still wasn't right, was he? And Adam Booth watching, saying, you know what, I've got to make a decision here. And the legs had completely gone, and that was it.
The towel.
There was 2 hooks, lead hooks. There was an uppercut, and there was lead hook after that. And just the place, the way it lands, it doesn't land like a clean shot. It's a bit like 4 open hand fist around the back of the ear. And that's just, it just takes his legs from.
He was great to go to sleep. That's why he threw in the towel.
Speaking to Darren Barker earlier on today, describing that feeling, he said you can actually feel not too bad in your head, but once your legs go, that's it. And of course you are then.
So yeah, let's go ahead to the post-fight interview. Oh wait, listen to the particulars we already did.
That's the retirement of the blue corner. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 15 seconds of round number 6. Your winner, and still the European welterweight champion, David Avanesyan.
stoppages in a row for David
Conor Ben.
Avanesyan, who clearly wants another shot at a world title. This was supposed to be the coming out party for Josh Kelly.
Nope.
You can put that champagne on hold. He is...
Nope. Let's see. Let's go to the post interview. Nope. That shit's over, bro. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. UK fighters
Who
have
lost
been
his world title to
smashed
Lamont
up.
Peterson, who got stopped by Kavaliauskas, but is rebuilding spectacularly, and he'll
Don't
be
let him
asking
come
for
over here
another
to the
crack at a
States.
world title, whether it's Spencer.
They definitely getting beat to shit. You know?
David, just on that microphone there, I know. We'll try this in English.
My translation.
Yeah, of course. If you don't understand, I'll try and simplify the question. You've had to wait a long time for this opportunity.
Yeah.
You've won. Tell us how you feel.
I feel very, very good. Listen, I wait long time this fight. I give hard work many time. I go for my coach, my manager for different country. 1 week no see his children. Say I very miss you. Listen, 2 months I see my children. 10 days, long time. I'm anytime fly England training. No see my family, my parents, my children, my friends. Understand? Thank you for my team. Thank you for English. English give me opportunity. Thank you for Mushroom team. #1 best show me have. Understand? I have many big fights. Shane Mosley, America, Peterson. Mushroom, this is #1, man. Never see. I'm very happy. Thank you for my God. I'm win today. Thank you my English team. Help me. Is my manager. Understand? My coach. My coach is anytime give me time. I know what is your he won't give time for family, and he give me every time big pick me up for training, and maybe I tell you maybe one need go my see friends. He understand my driver, my friends base is my coach. Thank you for Russian coach. I have 2 coach for Russia. Today my old coach 75 old is birthday. Is happy birthday,
coach.
happy birthday my coach. Is my mom. My mom is very support for me. I speak Russian, мам, все хорошо, все нормально, всех люблю, друзья, все смотрели, родители, пап, бабушка is my grandmother, #1, is my children. Today, good day, today my night is big fight. I won't say for Josh family, yes. Listen, I know like many speak, understand for boxing, I know boxing like speak many too, but for show, big show. I know like speaking.
He's not a trash talker.
I know it's hard work. I know he went hard work. Understand? I know he about family, his children. Me understand everything. Yeah, this is business. I go for give my business is for everything, but for my family, for me. Thank you, please help. And thank you for many people. It's me starting boxing. Many people help me. Understand? It's me before young amateur. It's no money.
Hey,
I don't need one more go work and go show business boxing. It's many people give me help. This is not my win, understand? This is when every people help me. For young, before now, and my team, my friends. Listen, it's Eric Timurov. I go England, I know see nothing, only coach is he every time help me.
Can I ask you one question?
I speak every people understand this. Thank you.
Of course.
No, adrenaline. Today, listen.
I just wanted to ask you one question on the fight. Did it go...
Sorry,
No, it's okay. Look, this is your platform. Did the fight go the way that you thought it would, which was Josh Kelly starting very fast and then you coming back into the fight? Is that what you thought would happen?
I know I wait is hard work. I know Josh is fast. I see... Coach say, I see Josh, many people say fast. Yes, no, David fast, understand? Josh no fast many for David. Many people say, before 3 years ago, what do you think? Now, I say, listen, people think time go, David better, understand? I show you David better. It's after lost fight, yeah, boxing difficult, is you lost, many people think you finish. My manager after Peterson fight, so David, you think finish? I say, why? This is boxing, you down, this life. If you need, well, it's your champion, you wake up, understand, and you go. I wake up, I go. I don't know what is tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, no. I live now. It's this time, understand?
David.
My English good?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It deserves a round of applause. Congratulations, you're still champion. I just want to have a quick word with Carl Greaves and then we'll bring in Eddie Hearn. Carl, I mean, you spent all week telling us exactly what would happen and it went that way. Just tell us how happy you are with David's performance and really your thoughts on the fight.
Told everybody, didn't everyone was thinking I was crazy, some crazy coach that knows nothing. That's why he called me crazy coach. But no, I knew exactly how I was going to go. I've spent over 5 years with David now. I've seen so much. I've seen all these talented kids. They can keep him off a certain length of time, 30 seconds a minute.
Make it happen.
But he finds a way every time. I was so confident in this fight. Honestly, so confident. I knew it was going to go like that. I'm a bit good because I had 500 quid on round 7, like, but you know what I mean? I was so confident.
Maybe his English isn't that good, he didn't listen.
Yeah, but no, I said I knew how it would go. I knew how it would go.
Brilliant.
Over the moon.
Celebrate as a team. I know, David, you want to say one more thing. Carl, if I could ask you to step out and Eddie Hearn to step in just for COVID restrictions. We've only got 2 microphones. David, final word to you.
Listen, I won't say one time. This, last year is my country, Armenia.
He's had a rough couple
my
weeks.
Win is my last
New hairpiece and all.
Armenia, my country.
Maybe it's cursed.
I'm really Russia. Is my nationality for Armenia. Is
some type of hex on it or something.
Bad voice. Many young people understand. Check this voice. I give this win is for every family, for every hero. These heroes, for friends, for Artsakh. And Artsakh, как сказать, был и будет. It's gonna be Artsakh. Yes. Every people for give this my win is. Bad time. Thank you for everyone. Спасибо всем, кто за меня болел, ребят. Спасибо большое. Россия, Армения. Всех люблю, уважаю.
Thank you, David. Thanks to all of Team Avanesyan. Eddie Hearn, I mean, it's elation for the winner, as it would be, and David is the rightful winner, but it is tough on the loser as well. Josh Kelly, obviously, just didn't go his way tonight. Your thoughts on Josh?
It's always tough on the loser, isn't it? And this is the greatest sport in the world. Sometimes you come across a guy that will not be denied, that's too strong, that has the will beyond others. And tonight that was David Avanesyan. And
new hairpiece, that thing looking
nice.
nice.
I said in the build-up, I've never seen 2 camps so confident. You know, Carl, Neil, they were so sure they were going to win. Adam, so sure. And you know, you have to say one thing. Josh Kelly had a wonderful camp. Josh Kelly was in the shape of his life. Josh Kelly couldn't have been better in that ring tonight. But this man, he wouldn't be denied. You know, he was too tough. He comes from some serious stuff. You know, and he deserves his success because it hasn't always been easy. But what we saw tonight was an elite welterweight, a world-class
I want to see the scorecard
against a really good prospect who I believe can be a world-class fighter. But he was just outmanned. He was just out-hustled. He was just out-fought. And as good as the start was, you could see him unravelling. You could see David taking his time, you know, coming in. He chose to trade. Every time Josh would let his hands go, he chose to let his hands go. And you could see a confidence from them that it would come. And I thought Adam Booth did a great job throwing in the towel because it was the end. You know, and sometimes it's good to save your fighter from taking unnecessary punishment. But, you know, this guy, that was a massive win for him, massive win. And I saw Josh Kelly this week in the bubble and I thought, this kid looks ready. But they told me that he was too strong and he showed it tonight. He big deserved winner. And I believe he should get a world title shot. You know, he's fought for the WBA and owned the WBA regular world championship before. When you look at that division, why not see him up there fighting the likes of Sean Porter, fighting the likes, I mean, Terence Crawford looks for an opponent all the time. You know, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, all these guys. I believe he's mixed at that level before and he's just shown the levels of David Avanesyan. So congratulations to him. It's just the most incredible show, you know, and it's hard in here. As Carl Greaves said, you can hear a pin drop. This is not normal. You know, these guys are walking down that ramp with no one in an empty building and going to war in front of the world. This sport is never normal when there's 80,000 at Wembley, but in here, these people aren't human. They're incredibly brave, and we should give them the utmost respect. And bravery, strength and ability won him that fight, but just something in there that wouldn't be denied. He wouldn't be denied tonight, and that's hard to beat.
And just quick one word, because we're running out of time, on the future of Josh Kelly. You just said, David, you'd like a world title, or David's team would like a world title for him. For Josh Kelly next?
Ain't happening.
Listen, he took the step up. I hope people give him the credit for taking the step up because we know in boxing too many fighters, too many teams, too many managers, too many advisors, too many lawyers. They don't want to take the step up. We're in a time now where you need to take the step up. And if you believe you can win, you should. Josh Kelly took the step up with Adam Booth. He should be applauded for that. He fought a world-class fighter. He's a young man. He can come again. But tonight deserves to David Avanesyan.
Yep, David, massive congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, everybody.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right, man, here I am. Fucking there 5 o'clock in the morning. I said I was going to be working to this late, though. I still got a couple more videos to do. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me fix the microphone. I'm sorry. Been having some issues, so we're trying to fine-tune things. So yeah. He ain't getting no title shot. Avanesyan is ranked number 7 by the WBC, 9 by the WBA, 6 by the IBF, and 10 by the WBA. Before he even sniffs a mandatory, he's going to need at least at least 2 fights. 3 to be able even to be mandatory position for a title shot. And I don't see him getting no Errol Spence or Dennis Ugas's or Terrence Crawford's. I just don't see it. Maybe Terrence Crawford one day in the future, depending. I don't see Terrence Crawford ever moving to 154. Maybe he would. You know, but no, I'm sorry. I don't see Avanesyan getting a title shot. Maybe if it was Josh Kelly, they would work towards one because Eddie Hearn would really, really push for it. But Avanesyan has already been there before, you know? He just was stronger tonight, too, also. So I'm going to get up out of here. Not really much to talk about. Josh Kelly's back on a rebuilding path. Avanesyan versus Conor Ben seems like the move to make, right? Or are they going to try to build that up and like have them have like an interim fight and then, you know, some shit like that? Try to find a crowd for it. I'm not saying, you know, I'm mad at it, but I think that makes sense for both fighters. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. We cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.